The OClip and the OClip Pro. Let's check it out. Guys, when Olight introduced the OClip, it was just an excellent little light, very different, has this clip that just attaches to anything, has a magnetic base that allows you just to put it on metal surfaces, just a very versatile light. Now they've introduced, which is in the fashion of Olight, the Olight Pro. This gives you much brighter capability, much longer battery life. It is a little bit larger, but it also has a number of additional features. The hands-free option is one of the best, and whether you're camping, hiking, you can clip this on to a pack. You can use it at night. It has the red light option, but also for a work project if you need to have that hands-free option. But again, it can be used just as a standard light. So we're going to check out the OClip Pro, and we're going to do some comparison with the original OClip. But guys, this little OClip Pro has a lot of capability. And remember that light is your #1 security tool, but it's also needed when you work. And we want to give a big thank you to Olight for sending the OClip and the OClip Pro for this review. Well guys, I'm a big fan of the original OClip. In fact, I did a video, what's an OClip and why do you need one? This is a very versatile little light. It puts out 300 lumens at turbo, and it also has a red light setting, and it's just an excellent little light. In fact, it goes right up through the modes, 300 lumens, and then we go to red, and that's just a double click. Very easy interface, and of course the big thing is this clip. Now this has been tested 10,000 open and closes, and so it gives it a lot of strength, and you're going to be able to use this over and over. What's really cool is that it has these rubberized feet right here. Now that protects whatever you're attaching it to, but it also keeps it from slipping off. And so it gives it a little bit of strength, and there's some raised areas on either side to help with that. This is just a really cool light. Again, the mode settings are activated right here on the side, and then on the other side we have a little boot, and we have a USB-C to charge this up. On the new OClip Pro, now this is a little larger. One of the big things, it has a glass mineral lens than the TLR lens, which just helps diffuse light, and it gives easy light transmission, but this gives a little bit of a clearer beam. You have a bezel around it, and again you have 3 lenses. Right here we have a toggle switch, and we can start out with just a broad area, and this gives you a big diffuse beam. It's all cool white, but if you press and hold, you go to 1 lumen. You can barely see it. Press and hold again, you go to 10, 100, 300 lumens, and then double click. And that is your turbo, and it's 500 lumens. And that gives you a lot of light, and we're going to test that out when we get outside. We go to the next setting, and this is your spotlight setting, and it gets that really pinpoint focus beam. With the flood, it gets out to a broad area. With the focus beam, it gets out to more of an intense beam. Now here you can see the 1 lumen. We go up to 9 lumens, still focused, 85, 240, double click, and we go to 380 lumens. And with that diffuse beam, it puts it very concentrated into one spot. Now we can triple click it, and we get strobe. And so it gives you that strobe setting. Let's go down to the red setting, press and hold, and you get 4 lumens. Double click, and we get 40 lumens. Now that's quite a bit brighter than the original OClip. It just had the 4 lumens. Now if we press and then hold, it goes to a beacon setting or an SOS setting. And so that gives you an emergency feature as well. Plus, again, with the red, it saves your night vision. And that's the big thing about red. It preserves your night vision, especially in the complete dark. If you really shine a light bright, it's going to really blind you. So this just helps. And with that beacon setting, it will go for 24 hours. On the low setting of any of these, it'll go for 144 hours, and that is on the low setting of Moonlight. All right, guys, we have the OClip Pro. This has multiple functions. I love the OClip originally. I love this clip. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get over to our little modes, and we're going to start out with the standard light. And that's at the lowest setting. Bringing it up. And now we have turbo. And that's just on the diffused beam. So that gives you a lot of light. Kind of broadens it out. It's not so focused. Now we have the spotlight setting. There we go. We're getting it. And it's just getting brighter and brighter. We're going to turbo it. And so that's your spotlight. You have a really nice hot spot. You still have a good spill, but you really get some brightness. Now we have the red setting. Now we have the turbo setting. Double click, and then we have back to the basic setting. We're going to press and hold, and now we have SOS. So it gives you a lot of different capabilities. Back on the spotlight, we're going to triple click it. Guys, that just really gives you a lot of light. Then we're going to go down to the regular setting. You can see the difference there. You can also see that big orange cat. Go back to the spotlight, and then we're going to the red setting. Now it's on the SOS mode. A lot of capability. And one thing I really like, though, also about the OClip Pro is it has a metal door instead of just that rubberized boot. And this is going to just last longer. This has been tested at 3,000 openings, and the spring is really nice and strong. One beautiful thing is this is IPX6, which means it'll take high pressure water directly at the light, and even with the door open, it's still waterproof. Now this is USB-C, and it comes with a charging cable, and it has standard USB that goes into your power source. And then you'll notice that this little light starts to blink. Now if it's green, it's at 10%, and then if it blinks red, it's down from 10% down to 0%. This also fully charges in 1.5 hours. Now here on the back of the clip, there is a lanyard hole, and we can use this for a number of different ways to attach this. You can run a paracord through it. You can use it just to your wrist to keep it and hold on to it. But you can also take a split ring, put through here, and you can wear it around your neck. This will clip to your belt, and it just holds really nice, and it's, even though it's upside down, of course, you're still getting light. You can also clip this to your shirt, your jacket, so you can have hands-free. It's very similar to a headlamp, and yet it has a lot more features to it. But you can clip this to a lot of different things, and so whatever you have around that you can just clip this to, it allows you to be able to have that light set. You can station it in whatever direction you want to. So a very versatile light, but also it's magnetic on the bottom. This can be attached to any metal surface that'll hold a magnet, and you can use it for different options. And that's one thing that I really like is the magnetic side to it, because you have the lanyard, then you have the clip, and you have the magnetic base. This can also be used on the bill of a cap, and you can look just straight down. It's not straight out, but you can look down if you're trying to read something, and so it gives you that option as well. And you can go with the white or the red. So a very versatile small light. Now there are a lot of different features with this light. And first, if I just press and hold, it comes on to Moonlight. But if I press and hold, and I keep holding it, it'll shut off. Now it's on lockout. To get it out of lockout, just press and hold, and then it'll come back on. And then you can go through your modes. It's very simple lockout mode. And then again with the Moonlight, it's just press and hold, and you've got that really low 1 lumen setting. Again, turbo is double click, and then for strobe, just triple click. In all the brightness settings, press and release, press, release, press, release. And it goes all the way through, and then to get turbo, just double click, and that'll bring in the turbo. And as far as attachment points, even the split ring, fairly small type carabiner would probably clip through this. Of course, this just gives you a lanyard option. With the split ring, you can actually attach this right to your belt or a belt loop. And then here, another tether or lanyard just hooked in. So just so many different ways to carry these. Now we do have the battery indicator right here. So when we turn it on, if it's on full green, it's from 100 down to 60%. If this goes down to orange, it's between 60 and 30%, and then when it hits red, it's at 30 to 0%. Impact resistant up to 1.5 meters. And again, IPX6, which means it'll take high pressure water. Now these come in black, they come in orange, and they come in this black dragon pattern that's on here. I think this is from one of the O fans out of Germany. So you do have some different color options. Now a little comparison between the OClip Pro and the OClip directly. This is 300 lumens. We have 500 lumens with the Pro. So that's a 66% brighter light. Also just 4 lumens on the red setting, up to 40 lumens on the Pro setting. So it's 10 times brighter on the red setting. Battery life on the OClip is 30 hours. With the OClip Pro, it's 144 hours. We have a 280 milliamp rechargeable battery in the OClip. We have a 580 milliamp battery on the OClip Pro. The OClip is IPX5, which means it'll take a lot of splashes and loose water, no problem. But when it comes to the IPX6 on the Pro, it'll take high pressure, even the USB-C port. And the lens on the original OClip is a TLR lens, which is a polycarbonate lens, and then the lens on the Pro is glass. Now the original OClip is $29.99. When it comes to the OClip Pro, it's $39.99. And really, for all the different features you get, I mean, this is a top-notch little light. You also get 10% discount using Sootch00 with the affiliate link down below in the description. But these are very versatile lights. And the sky is the limit. There's so many things you can do with these lights. Whether you're hiking or camping, whether you're working on a project, or whether you're just out in the dark, or you just need some light. I mean, this gives you a lot of great options. The clip is definitely one of the big pluses. So check out the OClip and the OClip Pro, and we really appreciate Olight for sending these for this review. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Of course, whatever imagination you have, the OClip can go about anywhere. Now get to my Frosty. Now they've introduced the OClip Pro, and this gives you a lot of additional features. One of the things,